On Tuesday, May 30th, 2023, KDP account holders logged into a notification of an updated feature for books. Over the past few days, more account holders saw the notification and word spread quickly about a massive change to the KDP category selection. They said this: "We're currently launching changes to help you choose 3 Amazon store categories for each book based on primary marketplace during setup. While we're making this experience available to all authors, we're no longer accepting requests to add or update categories." Previously, you could request additional categories for each book with a maximum of 10 categories per book. Well, that's no longer the case now. They provided a link going to the updated help page for KDP categories where they share some new insights into the category selection and approval process. Let's hit all the major points and cover everything you need to know about selecting the right categories for your book on Amazon KDP. Amazon is big about their bestseller ranking system because it's how they share what products perform the best for a given category. But to fully understand the latest changes, you need to know the anatomy of a category. Books published on Amazon get specific categories based on the product type, like Kindle books or books. Also known as browse paths, Amazon breaks down a specific vertical of products based on where the product is best suited. At the top classification, you have the category, which is typically very broad, like history or health, fitness, and dieting. The next step down on a browse path is the subcategory, which is, as they say, a more descriptive classification that appears underneath a category. There can be multiple layers of subcategories. But the browse path doesn't always end there, because placement is the most niche classification, usually signaling the end of a full browse path. Since there are tens of thousands of categories on Amazon for both ebooks and print books, there's usually something for everyone, but finding it can be a chore. I'll address a free and premium way to handle it. Previously, KDP had account holders select 2 categories that are also known as the BISAC, or Book Industry Standards and Communications. It's a globally accepted system for categorizing books that often helps librarians or bookstore employees to shelve a book in the proper spot. But Amazon doesn't use the BISAC categorization system on their platform. It was merely a way for them to get a basic understanding of where your book is best suited. From there, KDP figured out category placement based on the selected BISACs and keywords. Then they tossed your book in 1 to 3 categories on the Amazon Marketplace. Now, you have complete control over what category your book goes. Yes, KDP will still vet your choices, so be selective. Clearly, KDP stated on their updated help page that being selective with fewer categories that relate more specifically to your book helps readers find your book in their area of interest. Our analysis of customer activity on books shows that having more than a few categories decreases the relevancy of those categories and does not improve discoverability. They're essentially saying less is more. They even further clarify that you do not select the categories for each region of Amazon. They said, "We use the 3 categories you choose for your primary marketplace along with your selected keywords to place your book in categories on the Amazon store for all your enrolled marketplaces." So you're going to have to trust they're placing it in the right categories outside your primary marketplace. It's not too much different than how it worked before, but now they have a more exact view of what you want based on their categories and not the BISAC. The 5 bullet points they share are where you should pay closest attention. Number 1, choose accurate categories. They expand on this point a few times on the help page, but the main point is don't choose an inaccurate category. Also, don't mix fiction and nonfiction categories. Number 2, we already covered. Less is more for categories. Number 3, focus on subcategories. You've got to get granular with your best chances of success on the Amazon platform. Don't simply stop at the category level. Number 4 is rather redundant, but it's simply driving the point home. Choose the right categories. If you're using a set of keywords that do not accurately represent the category, they don't want it. The keywords you use and the categories you select should line up. And number 5 is super important that everyone pays closest attention to. Be patient. KDP pretty much says give their system time to place your book on the right virtual shelf. Allow it time to breathe and perform there. They further add, if you frequently change your categories, historical customer activity for your book may be recalculated based on your new categories, which could impact your sales rank. The first thing you should do is update the categories for your books ASAP. Once you do, it'll erase your previous selection. So if you maxed out your category selection before, it'll wipe out those selections. This should be a relatively easy process, just time-consuming if you have a deep backlog of books. It could very well be worth it since KDP clearly states having fewer categories is better for algorithmic relevance and discoverability. But what is algorithmic relevance and why is it important to getting more sales? The algorithms on Amazon are a sophisticated mathematical formula that shapes and customizes the customer experience based on browsing and buying history. And relevance is the perceived value of a given product in the algorithms. The more relevance a product has, the more likely that the product will be suggested or served to interested customers. If you lose relevance, you lose discoverability, which means your book is shown less often to customers on Amazon. All that to say this: stick with 1 to 3 categories per book so you increase your odds of discoverability on Amazon. Simple, right? So how do we select these new categories? Let's take it one step at a time, then discuss the implications of these changes. First, find the book you want to change. Choose Edit Book Details according to the type of book. If you have more than one type of book, you'll have to update each one of them. This next step is easy to miss, but you have to visit the Details tab. Then select Yes or No under Adult Only Content. I think you'll know what qualifies as adult content. If you're unsure, ask KDP in their Contact Us section. Now, make sure your primary marketplace is correct. This is your native region, the place you're focused on first and foremost. Mine is the US, so I keep it on Amazon.com. Go to the Categories section, then select Edit Categories or Choose Categories. A new window will pop up. If you have categories already selected, you can click Remove on it. Then select the category, the subcategory, and the placement. Then hit Save Categories. You can repeat this up to 2 times. Just make sure you're selecting the appropriate category for your book and aren't merely tossing it into an irrelevant category. Once you're set, scroll down, hit Save and Continue, and you can skip the next step if you already uploaded a cover and interior. When I'm updating my book's metadata and there's no changes to the cover or interior, I skip the second step and go to the pricing details page. If the pricing is all good, I scroll to the bottom and hit Save and Publish. But how do you know if you picked the right category? After all, we want what's best for everyone, ourselves, KDP, and the customers. Hold that thought for a moment. Just a quick aside, if you're finding great value in my content, check out my new video-on-demand service, The Self-Publishing Hub. For only $9.99 per month, you get access to over 100 videos and hours of exclusive content. It's like my YouTube channel on steroids. For more details, visit theselfpublishinghub.com or pick up The Self-Publishing Hub in the Apple App Store. Join whenever you like, cancel whenever you want. Now back to the KDP categories. So how do you know if you picked the right category? Visit Amazon and view any title in the Kindle store or books. Scroll down to the product details, then select any category hyperlink. On the left side, you'll see the browse path. You can see the category, the subcategory, and the placement. As you explore the categories in your dashboard, follow along to make sure your book fits in it perfectly with the other books. If it doesn't, go back to the drawing board. This process can take a long time. It would be nice if KDP had a category search feature so account holders don't have to sift through thousands of category variations. If you don't feel like doing all that work, I highly recommend getting access to my preferred keyword and category research tool, Publisher Rocket. They have the search feature built into the tool, and you can also find related categories as well as the performance of a given category. What if you choose the wrong category? Will you be punished or penalized? Ultimately, that comes down to KDP. All account holders agree to KDP's terms where they state they can shut down any account for no reason whatsoever. Are we exempt when using the system they have in place, or will we get a stern warning? It's hard to tell since they aren't making it very clear on their updated help page. In theory, they should have moderators who accept or reject category selection for a book upon publishing, and according to what they said, after you add or update your book categories, we will review your changes to ensure we provide a positive customer experience to our customers. We do not tolerate inaccurate or unexpected categorization that misleads or manipulates our customers. Your book categories must comply with our guidelines. But are we safe? It's hard to tell. In the past, I've shared how account holders got suspended for improper category selection. Even YouTuber Sarah Sutton covered her horrible experience with a KDP suspension based on improper category selection. But that was under the old system, and account holders didn't have as much control over organic category selection upon publishing. Now authors have complete control of category selection in their primary marketplace. Chances are likely KDP has an automated system in place and may have human moderators who manage the category approval process and audit the backlog of some authors. And much like any new system, it's going to take a lot to perfect it while keeping account holders happy. What if you choose to keep the original 10 categories on a book and avoid updating your title with the new category selection feature? I, for one, am going to listen to KDP when they have a hot tip. They clearly state on their help page that 3 categories is more than sufficient. If having more than 3 categories is detrimental to algorithmic relevance and discoverability, I'm not messing around with the old advice of maxing out relevant categories. Was this change what created the weird category glitch that cropped up over the past year? We can only speculate. I reported on this strange issue back in December of 2022, and since the KDP team declined to comment on it, we'll just have to hope those issues are gone now. It's less friction for the account holder and Amazon KDP. They do less work while we have more control over our book's placement on the Amazon platform. But hey, don't freak out about the new implementation. KDP's here to stay, and I think it's definitely a positive improvement, but guess what? There are actually 9 other alternatives to Amazon KDP, and I talk about it in this very next video. I'll see you there.